On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
7 yards there and a first down. The Saints had 10 and 5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown. Chris Olave. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity just right there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You talk about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot of lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200-plus?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Hey, check that. Street.
Up the middle they go. Ratliff. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Najee Harris becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made on 21 yards. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Olave over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Right there, hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, this is Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The ball carried by the receiver. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 right. Panther 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down now. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to the receiver. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
18 rattle.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They hand this off to Harris. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Go, Reed, go! Hurt!
On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. Back.
one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Saints, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.